Hello my friends, this is Moonday, and in today's reading we are going to find out what you can work on to attract a great and healthy relationship into your life. Just like in the previous video, I'm very sorry for my voice. If it sounds a little bit off, that's because I've got a hay fever, and yeah, that's the reason for that. Yes, so first things first, I wanted to say with this video that, well, I think that we all have some kind of energy patterns, or even like the karma from our previous lives. This is what I believe in, at least, and that sometimes might prevent us from having this great healthy relationship, especially if you keep on finding yourself over and over again in the same type of situations, or finding the same kind of partner or same kind of patterns going on in all your relationships. That means there is something that you need to either release or embrace. So this is kind of the intro and the statement that I wanted to let you know about. This is kind of how I believe these things work. And obviously you don't have to share my beliefs. It's totally up to you. I'm just telling you how I see these kind of things. So before I start, there is, as always, a few things I wanted to say. First thing, this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you, so take whatever does resonate with you and leave the rest. If you're not a fan of this kind of readings, or videos, sorry, in general, you can always click off of this video and find a content that you will enjoy much more somewhere else. Also, I am an intuitive reader, which means I don't stick to the meanings from the books. So yes, and unusual for me, but in this video I'm not using tarot cards at all. I'm only using some of my oracle decks because I don't know, I wanted to use tarot cards at first, but then I felt like I don't really want to use them. I'm not really feeling guided to use them in this video, so just letting you know, just in case. Yeah, also another small thing, when I was shuffling one of my decks, there was this one card that was for some reason turned over and it was showing up all the time, and I feel like this is like a perfect kind of theme for this video in general. And it doesn't matter what gender are you or what gender you identify with, so you can you know, change it to whatever you want. But what it says is, I am divine, beautiful, sexual goddess, just the way I am. So this is a message for all of us, I believe, you know, just this is a general message to everyone to believe in yourself and, you know, embrace yourself in general. Also, random thing, I'm sorry for my nails. Obviously when I'm filming that, even though this is a timeless reading, everything is basically closed in this country, so it would be extremely stupid of me trying to go out and find a nail salon that would do my nails now, so I'm very sorry if that bothers you. Anyways, if you're new to this kind of readings, I'll quickly explain how do they work. So we've got 3 groups of cards: group number 1 with the Citrine, group number 2 with the Opalite, and group number 3 with the Tiger's Eye. And you intuitively choose one group of these cards. You can pause this video right now, you can meditate on your choice, you can use a pendulum, you can choose by stone, by whatever is calling out to you the most. And whenever you're ready, the time steps are going to be in the description box down below, so you can go straight into your reading. So let me just start with the group number 1. Hello group number 1, I hope you're doing well. So in today's reading we are going to find out what can you work on to attract this healthy, great relationship that we all want. And this is the Citrine group. So what do we have? It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. From this card, I'm getting that some of you might be having a little bit of power issues. It could go both ways. So it could be that you, what is it called? Oh my god, you give up your power in order for another person to kind of feel more powerful over you. But it could be also that you're powerful, but sometimes you might be coming as some kind of like aggressive person, because you know you're very powerful, you're very energetic, you always know what you want, and you basically tell people. You're not afraid of telling people what you want. And sometimes, you know, some people might be taking that as rude, or as you're trying to dominate them. You might be coming across as this kind of person. So yeah, what do we have? We have full moon completion. So I'm getting that the sum of one of the cycle in your life is finally completed. You know, you might not be realizing that yet, but the cycle of your life, when you are kind of alone, just like this single tree over there, you know, like when you're alone, is coming to a completion. You know, it's coming to an end. From now on, you know, from the full moon, the moon is going to be waning, so it's going to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller till it reaches the new moon phase. So from the new moon, again, the moon is going to be in the waxing phase, which means it's going to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger till it's going to again reach the full moon phase, and it's going to reach the completion of that cycle again. But I'm really getting that the period of your time when you are feeling, for some reason I'm getting like hopeless and like really lonely, is coming to an end when you're reaching the completion of that cycle in your life. And I feel like this cycle is not going to repeat anymore for you, unless you really want it to repeat. But I'm getting that now you kind of realized that it needs to end. Like, you feel like this cycle needs to end. You're finally reach the stage of your life when you're just like, I understand what I have been doing wrong, and I'm really ready to fix it. I'm really ready to raise my vibrations. I'm really ready to change all the negative things in my life in order to finalize that phase, so I can start something new again. Yeah, we also have the clouds shape-shifting. So I feel like for some of you, you have been changing kind of your personality, your the way you come across in order to please your partner, or like partners from the past. And sometimes it is good, you know, sometimes it is good, because sometimes we really need to adapt our personalities to match personality of another person. But I feel like in your case, it was a little bit too much. You were just trying to please the other person by changing who you are. For some of you, I'm getting that maybe in the past you had a partner who was asking you to do something, especially about the way you look like, that you didn't really agree with, but you were doing that anyways just to make them happy, or just to prove them how much you love them or how you feel about them. So for example, you know, for the whole life you have been brunette and you really like your hair, and you know, this guy or girl is coming to you and saying like, I think you should dye your hair blonde, and you would look great in blonde. And even though you were not really convinced, you were still doing that because they kind of were telling you, you know, in a way that you felt like you've got no choice. So this is what I'm saying. Or for example, you're a very shy person, but this person was making you like go out of your comfort zone, but in a not in a positive way, but in a way that you felt like your morals and everything that you believed in and believe in still, you know, has been like pushed on the side, and you didn't feel very well with yourself. This is what I'm getting for some of you. We have gifts from God with Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So I don't know, I feel like this card is kind of going together with this completion card. You know, the moment that you realize that you are ready to move on from that repeating cycle of, like, you know, past behaviors and past relationships that were not really maybe the best for you. So I'm getting that right now. It would be really great if you could ask your angels, your spirit guides, however you want to call any higher power you relate to. I feel like they really are trying to reach out to you, your guides, but you might be a little bit stubborn. I'm getting you might be a little bit stubborn about it, and be like, kind of like, no, I can do it myself. And then they're like, not really, you can't really do it yourself, and we're trying to help you, and we're trying to kind of guide you and show you the way, so stop pushing us away, you know. I don't know, this is something that I'm getting really strongly, you know, that they're like, we're trying to offer you this help and you keep on rejecting us. So you really, really need to open up a little bit about it, and let them help you, you know, let them heal your emotional wounds, and let them help you move, well, move on, basically. They have Sorceress. You're a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So there we go, guys. You're a very powerful manifestor, believe it or not. Or maybe you're thinking like, yeah, right, I was trying to do that for my whole life, or like for half of my life, or whatever. I was trying to manifest that perfect person, perfect partner, perfect I don't know, even if it's like a job or a car or anything like that, and it didn't work. So how come you're saying I'm a powerful manifestor? Well, you are. However, I'm getting that there's a few things that are blocking you from manifesting things into the reality. First of all, I'm getting that this could be your thought pattern. You feel like you might be not deserving things, even if you think now, well, yeah, well, I do deserve the best, or I do deserve that promotion, I do deserve that new car, I do deserve you know, that, I don't know, let's say that guy, you know, that I've been thinking about for like the last 6 months. It could be on your, let's say, on your conscious level. Yes, you think you deserve that, and you know you deserve that, and you're saying like, yeah, I'm trying to manifest that and it's not working. But on your subconscious level, there might be some blocks, either from this life or from previous life, that kind of stop you from actually manifesting that beautiful relationship, healthy relationship into the reality. It could be something that maybe your parents were saying, or I don't know, you know, maybe, I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to offend anyone, but this is what I'm getting, so I'm gonna say that anyways, because I know sometimes it happens. For example, if you're being raised by like a single parent, they might be like, oh, you know, like, never trust women, they're all the same, or never trust men, all the men are the same. And maybe you have been hearing something like that when you're really young, and now in your adult life you're like, yeah, I'm trying to manifest that perfect person for me, but somewhere in the back of your head there is still this belief that all the men / women are all the same. They all want, I don't know, money, sex, something. you know. So I'm getting that for you, group number 1, it would be really great to actually work on that. Work on that. There is a lot of like guided hypnosis sessions on YouTube, a lot of guided meditations that you know, I'm sure they will help you to remove these subconscious blockages when it comes to a lot of things, not only love. So let's see the 2 final cards for you, and we've got, oh, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So this is really about this law of attraction thing, about you manifesting things into the reality. So I've already kind of said what I wanted to say about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it longer. But still, I'm getting, because I don't know, look at this, like this girl over here, she's got a very similar pose to the angel over there. So I'm still getting that the universe, your guides, are still kind of trying to offer you something, you know, like trying to give you that nudge in the right direction. So you just need to kind of, you know, open up a little bit and kind of see what they're trying to show you or what they're trying to tell you. And the last card, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so with this card, I'm actually getting 2 messages. The first one, that is like the strongest one, is that some of you might be a little bit too open about yourselves, like a little bit too early. Because, well, it's great, you know, to be honest, and obviously, like, you know, like be yourself and everything. So I'm not telling you, oh, don't be yourself when you meet a new person, but on the first date, you don't kind of need to tell, you know, your date that you've got, I don't know, I don't know, like, you know, like what is that you've maxed your credit card, or you know, where exactly you live, or where exactly you work, or just like, I don't know, things that are, you know, they're very private, I'm getting, that are being said a little bit too early. And I'm not saying that because the other person is going to get scared or anything, like put off, but I'm getting that it is a little bit dangerous for you to be sharing all those private details with someone you don't know well yet. So I'm getting that you need to get to know this person better before you tell them about everything that is going on in your life, or that has been going on in your life. But for a very small group of you, I'm getting a different message from this card, and this is that you're not telling your partner enough about yourself. So let's say you're already like dating quite seriously, or you're in a relationship, and you know, you don't really want to share anything about yourself with that other person. For some of you, it's because you're being scared that it's going to put another person off. For some of you, I'm getting trust issues, that, you know, maybe you have been hurt in the past and you don't want the same thing to happen again, which means like you've told your partner about something secretly, and they have later on you know, stabbed you in the back with that information or with that knowledge. So yeah, this is all I've got for you, group number 1, and I do hope it was helpful, and I do hope you did like it. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post new video every Friday. Also leave me a comment, tell me how it did resonate with you, and thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello group number 2, I hope you're doing well. So let me remind you, today we are going to ask the cards what can you change, what you can improve, what you can work on to attract this beautiful healthy relationship into your life. And this is the Opalite group. So let's see. I speak my life into existence. My voice has power. So it is a little bit like with the previous group, with group number 1. To me, this card is really about manifestation, that you're extremely powerful manifester, and you can literally, whatever you talk about, whatever you speak about, you can attract. So to me, this is kind of a reminder to you to think before you talk. So for example, if anybody asks you like oh, like, how's your love life going, and you're just gonna be like, well, it sucks because every guy slash girl I'm dating is, I don't know, it's just bad for me, you know, they're terrible, they're just after, I don't know, my money, or they just want you know, fill in the gap, then, you know, you are kind of going to be attracting more and more of that. So instead of just focusing on the negative things that keep on happening, or there's nothing that is happening in your love life, because we're strictly talking about love life now, but it applies to everything. You know, you just say, well, it's good, you know, I haven't like met someone right for me yet, but I know they're there, and I know it's going to happen soon. I mean, it's happening soon, actually. So this is something very important for you, group number 2. Okay, we have the Meadow, vulnerability. Okay, so with this card, obviously, obviously, I'm saying obviously, like, I don't know if you knew, like, you're in my head, but there's 2 messages. I want to say obviously again. Maybe it is obvious for some of you, I don't know. So you're either too vulnerable or you're not vulnerable enough. By saying you're not vulnerable enough, it means that sometimes when we are with another person, we need to show our vulnerable side to them as well. I'm getting that some of you might have, in the past might have been like keeping everything to yourselves and not letting that other person in, really. So you are kind of together, but you are not trusting them enough to share anything about yourself. So they didn't even know if you actually trust them or you actually want to be with them. I'm getting that it was making some people really confused, and it was making people feel a little bit even hurt, because, you know, if you're in a relationship and you feel like the other person is not trusting you, I bet it doesn't feel great. So I would say think about it. Think about it. What else? We have comfort with Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. What I'm getting from this card is that your angel, your guide, however you want to call the higher power that is protecting you, they are trying to comfort you right now. They are trying to make your heart feel at ease, because I don't know, for some of you I'm getting that maybe it was some kind of connection that was from either a recent past, or it was the last in general romantic kind of connection you had. You came out of it very hurt, you came out of it feeling very vulnerable, and you came out of it thinking that you're not good enough to attract someone who is who's a perfect match for you. So I'm getting that, you know, your guides are telling you, if you feel like you need my or our help, just call on us. Just don't be shy, call on us. Tell us how you feel, tell us that you need that help, tell us that you need that comfort. You can meditate, you can pray, you can, I don't know, you can have this speech, let's say, in your head when you tell, you know, your angels, your guides about how you feel, and that you're asking them for help and you're asking them for comfort. Sorry, I kind of need to connect my camera because it's almost dying. I mean, it's almost dying. It is dying. It's almost dead. So sorry for a second. Okay. What else do we have? We have this sacred space. Create an altar, or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Creating an altar, I feel like that would be a great idea, but I'm also getting, for some of you, a walk in the nature. Maybe that's because I just don't know. I'm seeing this meadow card, and it made me feel about nature. It made me think about nature. But creating an altar, you don't have to be from any specific religion to create an altar for a specific purpose in your life. This is just something that is going to remind you about what you're working on, what you want to achieve, what your focus is right now when it comes to things in general. So I do feel like something like that would be great for some of you. However, for some of you, this sacred space is, I feel like some of you do have this kind of sacred space, and I'm not talking about like places of worship of any kind. I just feel like it could be if you live like nearby the forest or something, and you, I don't know, you take a walk, and there is always this one place that makes you feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of getting like in a very philosophical kind of mood, you know, that you start to think about the existence, about like different things, about other dimensions, about different plans of existence, and you know, anything like that. This is kind of your sacred space, and you might be not even realizing that, but this is the space where you're the closest to your guides, your angels. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just seeing that in my head right now. So let me know if that resonates with you, because I'm sure it will with some of you, not everyone. Oh, we also have Guardian. Beautiful. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So this goes really well with this comfort card. You know, I feel like you just sometimes need to be assured of that. You know, I think like you know about it already, that you're protected, but sometimes you need to hear that again, you know, that you're protected, your loved ones are protected, your guides are protecting you, your family, everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be good. Let your guides and your angels take over sometimes. Yeah, this is all I'm getting from this one. And the last card. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Obviously, it doesn't have to be your parents. It could be really anything. I mean, really anyone that belongs either to your physical family in this life or your soul family. And your soul family, like, could be your friends, people that you really love and care about in general, but they are not blood related to you. But yeah, obviously for some of you, it is a literal family issues. I'm getting for some of you that a little bit similar to previous group again. Maybe your parents have divorced when you were really small, and you kind of still hold on to this, I don't know, like the negative feelings, or you're blaming either both of your parents or one of your parents for the things that are not really working out in your life, or something like that. I don't know. I'm seeing right now someone who is kind of like saying, or you know, like, if my dad or mom, or like, if they were there, you know, my life would have been fine. If they were there, I wouldn't feel like that, you know. I mean, it is a little bit more aggressive what I'm saying, but I don't want you to, well, if that resonates with you, then you know what I'm talking about, right? If not, then don't worry about it. But like, I know some of us are still kind of blaming people from our family, you know, for things. Like, if you feel like you don't have control over something, you might be saying, oh yeah, this is my mom's fault, because when I was a kid she would always tell me this or that, you know. So this is the way that I am now. It's definitely my mom's fault, for example. So something like that is very important for you to heal that, and this is kind of how you will be able to move on with your negative thoughts and kind of be able to welcome that healthy relationship into your life. So yeah, this is all I've got for you, group number 2, and I hope it was helpful. If you did like it, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post new video every Friday. Also leave me a comment, tell me how it did resonate with you, and thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, group number 3, I hope you're doing well. So let me remind you, in today's reading we are going to find out what can you work on to attract this beautiful healthy relationship into your life, and this is the Tiger's Eye group. So let's see. When the Divine Feminine asks a question, she does not go hunting for the answer. Instead, she invites the answer to find her. Wow. Okay, there is already a very strong message I'm getting from this card. And it literally tells me that just don't take it wrong. Just don't take it wrong. I know what I'm talking about, because I've been sadly doing that previously. It did happen to me, not gonna lie. But you might have been a little bit too much. For example, someone is going to text you, your crush, your interest, your date, and you're gonna send them a message back, and then after 20 minutes you're gonna be like, well, they're not replying, maybe they didn't really get my text, let me write another message. And then, you know, you see that they have seen the message, and you're just like, oh my god, maybe they're angry at me, maybe I don't know, they think I'm stupid or something. Let me write another message just in case. And then you find yourself replying like 10 times, you know, with a massive long messages to their like one sentence message. And then, you know, after like a month or something, you're saying like, sorry, but you know, you're a little bit too serious and you're a little bit too much, and I can see you as being a little bit desperate as well, so I don't want to date someone like that. There we go. So from this card I'm getting that you need to stop doing this. No matter how much you feel like doing it, don't. Please don't, because it gives off the vibes of you being desperate, of you being kind of ready to give everything to that other person. And trust me, they can feel that, they know that, they can see that, and they might be losing their interest just because of that, because there's no fun for them, because the first moment you reveal everything already. You reveal what you want, you might be revealing already how you feel about them, you might be even saying something silly like, oh, you know, I don't mind if in 40 years we're gonna be blah 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 blah. Because that happened to me once. A guy said that to me once on a date, and that kind of put me off and scared the shit out of me, to be honest. Because I'm like, well, this is our first date and you're already telling me how do you see our connection in 40-50 years from now on. Wow, that's a little bit scary, you know. So if you're this kind of person, please don't be, because it is a little bit scary, and also it shows that you're desperate. That is never good. This card, the message I'm getting from this card is like literally, instead she invites the answer to find her. So be a little bit more secretive, like just you know, because that is interesting, you know, have this veil of secrecy around you, because it's fascinating. It makes another person to want to get you know better, because you're not revealing everything, you know. What are you hiding? Well, there is something like really sexy about it. So yeah, I'm getting that some of you might be like this. So this is the first message, when it's already a big, huge message. You have the Shaman, ancient healing wisdom. Okay, so from this card, for some of you, I'm getting that there's some issues from previous lives that you kind of should at least try to heal. You could do that through guided meditations, guided hypnosis, like past lives regression sessions, either somewhere on YouTube or with hypnotherapist or something like that. There's tons of ways you can do it, but I feel like for some of you that would be a really great thing to try, especially if you find yourself falling into the same patterns every time you meet someone new. So I'm getting that would really help you a lot. Or just I don't know, just going to a tarot reader who specializes in these kind of things, of like past lives readings. Personally, I can't do that, at least not at the moment when I'm filming it. I have no clue how to do that. I want to try to learn how to do that, but at the moment, well, I can't really help with that, so I'm very sorry. But yes, this is something that I'm getting. Yeah. What else? Ooh, hello from heaven with Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Well, that is interesting, because there is another person that is kind of... Okay, no, I don't know why, but for a moment I felt like this shaman card is the ancestor card, but well, there's no accidents, so I feel like something about your ancestors might need healing. However, on the other hand, I'm getting that someone who passed away in your life could be someone you know, but it doesn't have to be. It can be someone you completely don't know. For example, I don't know, your great cousin or something that you have no clue about. I feel like they're kind of your guardian angel, your spirit guide, someone who is trying to take care of you in the spiritual realm. I'm getting that sometimes when you feel like, I don't know, when you're wondering about something and there is this random thought popping in your mind and you think like, where did that come from? It's not kind of my voice talking to me in my head. This is them, especially if it's a loving, caring guidance and not something negative. If it's something negative, then listen to that. But if it's something positive, loving, caring, beautiful, something that makes you feel uplifted, then you know this is from that person, and know that they are taking care of you and they're trying to help you and they're always there to listen. Golden opportunity, this is the next card. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So what is your golden opportunity? Oh, I know. I was wondering about it, and you know, Spirit said in my head right now, this video, yes. So I'm not trying to kind of, you know, do any self-marketing or anything like that, but I do feel like for a lot of you who are watching this right now, for this group, obviously, not everything obviously might resonate with you, not every single message from this group, because let's remember this is a general reading, but I'm getting that for some of you, well, for majority of you, there are messages or one specific message in this group that is going to be like, you know, it's kind of going to open your eyes to something. It's kind of, you know, when you hear that, you're going to be like, oh my god, yeah, this is what I missed, this is what I didn't know, this is something that I need to work on, this is something that I've been thinking about this whole time and I wasn't sure whether that is in my head or whether that's true, or, you know, maybe I'm going crazy or whatever. But yeah, this is I'm getting that this is your golden opportunity. This is your golden opportunity to release that old patterns, to release that old negative thinking, to release all the past mistakes and start anew, start again with a different mindset. And this is going to help you find that healthy, beautiful relationship, soul connection that you have always wanted. So let me see that last card. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Well, this is just a beautiful, beautiful message, isn't it? Because it kind of sums up everything that I was saying, you know. It's time for you to take back control. It's time for you to, you know what you want and aim for it and prepare yourself for that, and, you know, just get yourself ready both on the spiritual and physical planes. You know that you need to free yourself from these old negative patterns, old negative thinking, all things that have been preventing you from finding that connection that you want and you need. And for some of you, yes, you definitely feel like you've got no control over your life, that this is, you know, you feel like that you you just can't control anything in your life. There's you know, everything is happening to you and not for you. So it is time to change that thinking, and it is time to I'm also getting remove yourself from negative circles of people, because there are some people who are just going to be bringing you down, and sometimes they're doing that with purpose, sometimes they're just negative in general and there's nothing you can do about it. But I'm getting that it is a perfect time for you to move away from this circle of people who are not bringing you up, you know, lifting you up. They're just bringing you down. So it is the time to stop that. It is the time to, you know, stop and free yourself from maybe toxic friendships. I mean, friendships, you know, toxic kind of connections, toxic relationships that you might be having with, well, you know, even your family member. But it is time for you to finally be free. Also be free from all the ancestral kind of problems and all the karmic stuff that maybe you have accumulated in previous lives. So yeah, this is all I've got for you, group number 3, and I hope it was helpful. If you did like it, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post a new video every Friday. And also leave me a comment. Tell me how it did resonate with you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.